guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how I prepare my point shoes. So I'm basically going to show you how I break them in and show you step by step how I sew the ribbons or how I step on the box to make them softer, and then they're performance ready basically. So I've been wearing Capezio for over a year now. I wear, maybe I can put this here. I'm really not an expert like on this whole editing stuff, but I hope I'll be able to put like a little text here with a model that I wear. It's développé and then a number and then with a medium box. I don't know if they have like different shanks. Not sure. This is the model that I wear, and I will now show you how I break them in, those boots. Ow, my ear's itching. Let me just come a little closer. Here are my point shoes. Yeah, like that. I'm just gonna remove these stickers and then I put them on and adjust these elastics.
Because if I don't do these elastics, if I don't adjust these elastics before I sew the ribbons on, if the ribbons are on, I sometimes accidentally stick my needle through them, so they're like stuck there, so you can't like move or adjust them anymore. So I make sure that they like are adjusted, that they just fit my foot, and then I can
sew my ribbons on. So here's me adjusting my elastics. I personally find it really important that you reuse your ribbons if you can. Of course, if they're not dirty or anything, then why not just reuse them? And I use elastic ribbons. I remove them from old point shoes and I end up with two pairs of one longer and one shorter ribbon. Now we need some white thread and a needle. I suggest to always have a set of needles in your belly bag though, because they can break through quite often. Who doesn't hate that part of sewing? The struggle's real. Now it's time to put the ribbons on. I place the ribbon about a centimeter apart from this stitching line, if you know what I mean. So towards the heel. The first time I pull the thread or the needle through this tiny loop there to fixate it, and then I just go on and do normal stitches. In the end, I pull the thread through this loop again, and then I just do 3 stitches on the same spot, so I can then cut it off. To begin with, I leave the thread long enough so I can still tie a knot. Now cut it off and we're done with our first ribbon. And obviously the exact same thing is gonna be done 3 more times now.
So I now have one short and one long ribbon on one shoe. So you can see this one's shorter. And now I do the opposite on the other shoe. So I just have to measure that out. And let's see, this one's right. This one is short. So it comes on the other side. Did you even get what I said? I don't know, it needs to be the opposite. So one long and short. Let's just say this one's long, this one's short. Then on the other shoe, this one has to be long and this one has to be short. You know?
You can get these ribbons, I think it's 2 meters, in any ballet store. And the brand is, I'm not sure, but I think it's Intermezzo. When I first buy the ribbons, I cut them into 4 and sew them onto my pointe shoes and tie them, so then I can cut off the leftovers. When it comes to the heel part, I use a very strong elastic, and again I place them about 1 centimeter apart from the stitching line. Now I have to determine which one's the right and which one's the left shoe, and for that I just look for the longer ribbon, which should be on the inside. Now it's about time to break them in. I personally don't completely break the sole, but just bend it back and forth. Unfortunately, these pointe shoes don't make such a satisfying sound when you step on them as other pointe shoes do. They just kind of squeak. Other than that, I try to knead my pointe shoes with my hands. Now this is supposed to take away the noise that the pointe shoes usually make when you land from a jump, but in general just make them quieter. In this step I use jet glue to fixate this little jelly pad that you will see in a second, to fixate that inside of the box. And if you were wondering where I get those jelly pads from, I basically just rip them out of my old pointe shoes from the Merle Divas that I've been wearing for years before Capezio, and I just got so used to this feeling of this jelly pad. So I decided to take advantage of the fact that I have my old pointe shoes laying around my house. And of course I have to try them on and see how they feel. that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, and just have a lovely summer. Enjoy life and stay safe still.